Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, quick update towards the end of the trading week, you could say, even though crypto obviously runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. But nevertheless, we're heading into the weekend, and I think we are heading into probably a boring weekend, even though this weekend looks a little different from a chart point of view than the last few ones, because what is likely playing out here is either already a fifth wave to the upside, in wave 5 in white, but also there I would expect us to come down a little lower before continuing higher. For direct continuation higher in wave 5 in white, the price would need to stay above the red line at $28,600 because that is the invalidation point of this particular scenario. I'm starting to lean towards the idea that we're actually coming down a little lower. And yes, that would be invalidation for the white wave count, but it would not be bearish necessarily, because it would simply be a reset of this wave 4, which in this white wave count did unfold as a triangle pattern. But it comes down nicely here at the moment, and I see the possibility that this could just be a C wave down. So basically that the wave 4 unfolded as an A wave, overshooting B wave and becoming down in the C wave. And then if we see a reversal down here next week, and that could take us to around about 28K, maybe even a little lower. If we see a reversal there next week, then this could be an interesting long trade opportunity to trade potentially wave 5 to the upside, or even something more bullish. Yeah. Ideally after we see a first small 1-2 setup, which would indicate that a low has been made here. Yeah, what is interesting now is that in this orange wave count, we can count 5 waves down of the Friday high. So this is a small 5-wave move to the downside, and we're currently moving up in potentially 3 waves in wave 2, which might mean that the next move down could be a 3rd wave, and then there should be a 4th and a 5th. And yeah, how can we calculate a target for that? We would typically take the length of this A wave, go to the high of the B wave, and then we look for the 1-to-1 ratio. And that's why I highlighted round about the 28K level, because here at 27,890 is the 1-to-1 ratio, and the 100% extension level. So that's basically the only real support level we have. Again, it's not clear that it will definitely bottom there, but the mindset needs to be, if we get into this region, then first of all, the likelihood is high that the market will react to this level somehow. And it's certainly worth watching for a potential bottoming structure to form in this region if we break below the yellow line, because the red line. Because if we break below this red line, only then really we can fully confirm the orange count. Until then, we could also just form here, for example, well, wave 4 is complete in a triangle. This is an A wave to the upside. We're coming down in B wave, which would be an ABC structure, and move up in the C wave, which would also be a 5-wave move. But also here, one more low would be expected in a clearer ABC structure. We'll see if that plays out over the weekend. We will pay attention to the structures if anything changes. But overall, as you know, the day was rather quiet actually. We had, early today was quite, let's say, or yesterday, depending on which time zone you're in. But on Friday, early was quite aggressive. But since then, it calmed down. Obviously, as we're heading into the weekend, things get quiet. And on the daily chart, and absolutely nothing has changed. So this daily chart hasn't changed for months. And it's very, very consistent what we've been communicating here on the daily time frame. We have a bullish structure with a target between 40 to 50K. We're basically very close to a breakout point here, just below 30K. It's getting exciting again. So the possibility, however, at the moment is still that the price could come down lower to form basically here a head and shoulders pattern, come down lower into the region between 22 and 24K before we break out. But yeah, the possibility is also that we break out more directly. But we would obviously need to see 5 waves up, 3 waves down for that as a breakout setup. In addition to that, we need to see a break above 32K, which is this green line here, which is also the high that was made in July. But either way, regardless of if we come down a little more to 22, 24K and go up then, or go up more directly, the idea is we go up. Okay, that's the idea. I'm currently not following the viewpoint primarily that we will go to 8 to 10K. There are many people on crypto Twitter who are discussing these options and possibilities. The thing is, everybody's got an opinion, but is it really useful? I don't know. We always have to focus on what we see right in front of us, and the Elliott waves allow us to understand when we are on the right side of the trend. Okay, and here, but either way, if we look at the daily chart, I mean, it's very clear that a sustained break above 32K will probably lead to a lot of FOMO. It will lead to a lot of FOMO. It's going to be very, very interesting. I cannot rule out that this is going to be an overshooting B wave. Well, that would be an epic fake out, a breakout above 32K with then a crash down. But either way, short-term trend is up. We are watching currently very closely if we can get 5 waves, which would be a good indication to say that a lasting low has indeed been established here on the 11th of September, but it's just not very clear yet. And if you look at the structure, I mean, if it comes down from here, it's a perfect head and shoulders, even though the shoulders are pretty massive. But in my opinion, the proportions are still okay. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.